Hello, TTI Family. Today we're tagging along with the legends at Quick Cuts as they take on what might be less of a backyard and more of a full-blown jungle boss level. This property in Hobart used to be one of George's regular mowing jobs back in the early days. And by regular, we mean the classic strategy. Keep the grass somewhat civilized and politely ignore everything else slowly plotting a takeover. For years, that system worked. Until it didn't. Because for nearly a decade, the garden itself was left to do whatever it wanted. No pruning, no weeding, no, hey, maybe don't grow into the house conversations. Naturally, the plants took that freedom very seriously. Vines, brambles, and surprise baby trees all showed up like uninvited guests and decided to stay forever. The twist? This place actually used to be beautifully maintained by a retired gardener. So underneath all the chaos, there's still a proper garden hiding. Somewhere. Right now, though, it looks like nature hit the fast forward button and walked away. So instead of jumping in swinging tools like action heroes, the guys start smart. On a property this big, the real enemy isn't cutting. It's moving all the green chaos afterward. So they plan their attack carefully, starting from the back and working forward, reopening pathways as they go. Think of it like unlocking levels in a game, except every level is covered in thorns. And here's the real grind. This job isn't measured in hours, it's measured in trailer trips. Because this isn't just gardening anymore. It's basically a full-time, remove an entire ecosystem mission. Each section can take 8 to 12 hours and multiple dump runs. And even the tools become part of the strategy. George sticks with rigid bins instead of tarps or wheelbarrows, because tarps love getting stuck everywhere, and wheelbarrows are great, until you try squeezing them through tight jungle corridors. Not fun. So the process becomes a rhythm. Cut, load, haul, repeat. Over and over, layer by layer, until the ground, and the garden's original design, finally starts to peek through like, hey, remember me? Throughout the process, leaf blowers handle the cleanup. After all that cutting, there's debris everywhere. The blower gathers it into neat piles and clears fine material off surfaces. It might seem like a small step, but it's actually crucial, because leftover debris traps moisture, which can lead to slippery surfaces, moss, and algae. Not exactly the vibe you want. Once access is under control, they move into cleanup mode with a bit more precision. The focus shifts to removing the real troublemakers, those aggressive vines that trap moisture, block airflow, and basically try to merge with the house itself. The homeowner wants the vines gone, but the established trees saved. So this turns into a careful operation, not a demolition job. Along the fence line, they slowly peel back the tangled mess, separating it from healthy plants without causing damage. Now, working near fences, walls, and anything that costs money to fix is where things get serious. You can't just go swinging like a jungle action movie. There's a method to madness. First, they remove all the loose, hanging growth, the stuff that's basically acting like plant spaghetti. Why? Because it's under tension. Cut it wrong, and it snaps back like it's got a personal grudge. So they carefully reduce that pressure, then trace everything back to where it's actually attached. And finally, clear out the leftover runners trying to stage a comeback. Once the troublemakers are gone, something pretty cool happens. The garden starts revealing its original layout. Under all that chaos, there are actual paths, edges, and structure. It's like uncovering an ancient civilization. Except instead of gold, you find paving stones and old garden borders. In this project, they even uncover edging in spots that looked like pure wilderness. Reopening these paths isn't just about looks. It stops people from trampling garden beds and gives mowing a clear direction again. Basically, the garden goes from lost jungle back to, oh yeah, this was planned. As they move along the fence line, they tackle thick blackberry bushes and vine tangles in layers. And no, They don't just hack everything at once. That's how you accidentally destroy fences and nearby plants. Instead, they trim the outer green layer first to expose what's going on inside. Spoiler: it's usually a woody mess. Then they cut thicker stems closer to the base. This step-by-step approach keeps everything controlled. No sudden collapses, no surprise damage, just steady progress. You'll also notice them using long-handled tools here, which means they're not just cutting the top, they're going after the roots too. Because let's be honest, if you only cut the visible part, those plants will be back faster than a bad sequel. One of the biggest priorities? The roof. Plants growing up there might look cute and cottagecore, but they're actually a nightmare. They trap moisture, block drainage, and slowly damage the structure. Clearing that growth isn't just cleanup, it's damage control. In the worst sections, the overgrowth has basically formed layers, fresh green growth on the outside and a dense, dead core inside. It's like a plant lasagna nobody ordered. So they reduce the height first, then work inward, making sure nothing collapses onto areas they've already cleared. There's also a sneaky safety benefit here. All that dry, woody overgrowth? It's basically fuel waiting for a bad day, especially in hot weather. Clearing it out reduces the fire risk, which is a very big deal. As pathways, mowing lines, and garden beds reappear, the whole space starts making sense again. It's not instantly perfect, but it's organized, readable, and finally under control. By trimming things back and opening up airflow and sunlight, the remaining plants finally get a chance to breathe and bounce back. And on a bigger level, this kind of cleanup actually interrupts nature's plan to slowly turn the whole space into a mini forest. Because left alone long enough, that's exactly where it was heading. At this stage, the tools also change. Big power tools step back, and hand tools take over, especially near the house. A mattock or digging hoe comes in to break up compacted soil and rip out stubborn roots clinging to the foundation. Because trimming isn't enough here, you've got to evict the roots completely, or they'll just move back in like they pay rent. Once those stubborn roots are loosened, the team can either pull them out completely or deal with them later in a more targeted way. Around steps and wooden supports, this careful approach really matters. You don't want to accidentally turn a solid staircase into a surprise sinking experience. Those aggressive brambles and vines basically act like bullies. They take over everything and don't let other plants breathe. By kicking them out, politely, with tools, the team makes room for the good stuff to grow again. Biodiversity gets a comeback, and the garden stops looking like a one-plant dictatorship. Once the outer growth is reduced, heavier tools like chainsaws come into play, but only where needed. The chainsaw isn't used wildly. It's brought in like a specialist for thick stems and old vine trunks that have basically turned into mini tree branches. These need clean cuts close to their base, or they'll just regrow like nothing happened. Rakes and garden forks then step in for the finishing touches. They gather loose cuttings, smooth out the soil, and even expose hidden roots or shoots trying to sneak back. This light stirring of the soil breaks up shallow roots and gets the ground ready for mulch. And here's the fun part. Mowing a neglected lawn is basically like opening a mystery box. You never know what's hiding in there. Rocks, thick roots, random debris, maybe even something that makes you question your life choices. The mower becomes a kind of detective, exposing everything that was buried under the chaos. Meanwhile, the line trimmer is working overtime. This tool is the real MVP. It cleans up edges, trims along fences and walls, and reaches all the spots the mower can't. But it's not just about making things look sharp. Clean edges actually act like boundaries, helping stop grass from creeping into garden beds and making future maintenance way easier. Where the garden meets hard surfaces, like driveways or carports, the trimmer creates that clean, satisfying separation. You know, the kind that makes you go, "Ah, yes, order has been restored." In the thicker, more chaotic areas, edge trimmers step in for a different job, cutting down the bulk. Dense vines and shrubs are too messy to tackle all at once, so they first shave down the outer layer. This exposes the tough, woody core hiding inside. Think of it like peeling an onion, except this onion fights back. At this point, one thing becomes very clear. The real heroes of the job aren't just the tools. They're the wheelbarrow and trailer, doing endless cardio. Seriously, these two are working harder than anyone at the gym. The whole process runs on a simple loop. Load, haul, dump, repeat, over and over. Instead of letting piles of green chaos sit around plotting their comeback, everything gets grouped neatly and removed in an organized way. This keeps the site clean, safe, and, most importantly, prevents seeds and cuttings from spreading like gossip. As they move into restoring pathways, the lawnmower suddenly levels up. It's not just there to make things look pretty, it actually helps flatten the turf to a consistent height. That smooth cut makes the whole space look organized again, and also reveals problem spots hiding underneath, like uneven soil or dips that need fixing later. The trailer basically acts like a one-way exit for the jungle. Once it's loaded, that vegetation is gone. No second chances. But when the team moves into tight spots, like under carports or cramped staircases, the big tools have to take a back seat. There's just no room to swing anything dramatic without accidentally redecorating the structure, and not in a good way. So here, it's all about hand tools, hoes, edging spades, and a lot of patience. These areas often have layers of old organic buildup, basically years of leaves, dirt, and moisture forming a soggy sandwich. If left there, it becomes a perfect hangout spot for rot, fungus, and all the things homeowners definitely don't want. So the team carefully scrapes everything back to clean ground, giving the structure a fresh start. What's really cool is how the whole operation flows. It's not just random cutting, it's a system. Power tools handle the heavy jungle clearing, hand tools step in for precision work, and finishing tools clean everything up. Each one has its moment. No tool is trying to be the main character here. It's a full team effort. And that's kind of the bigger picture of this project. They're not just removing what you can see. They're breaking down the conditions that allowed the mess to take over in the first place. Because when a yard has been ignored for nearly a decade, this isn't just a cleanup, it's a full reset. Like hitting the factory settings button on nature. There are some serious long-term benefits too. For starters, the house itself gets a big win. Vines creeping into gutters, roofs, and fences might look harmless, but they trap moisture, block airflow, and slowly cause damage. Clearing all that out helps protect the structure and can add years to things like fencing, roofing, and timber supports. Then there's the plant side of things. Overgrown spaces create heavy shade and intense root competition, which stresses out the good plants, the ones you actually want. They grow weaker, flower less, and just struggle overall. And let's be honest, the biggest glow-up is usability. Once paths are cleared, edges are defined, and driveways reappear, the space actually becomes functional again. You can walk through it without feeling like you're on a survival show. That usability matters more than it seems. A garden that's easy to maintain is way less likely to turn back into a jungle sequel. Yes, this kind of cleanup takes serious effort up front, but it's like hitting reset. After that, regular maintenance is enough to keep things under control, instead of needing another full-on jungle rescue mission later.